reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll till I...
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for the Sunday, the 6th of September 2020 edition of the video log. Today is Father's Day in New Zealand, so this is the Father's Day edition of the video log. A shout out to all of the fathers. Hey, Heater. A shout out to our fathers, those men that are fathers. A shout out to you all. And when I started this channel, the Green Tea Freedom and Truth channel, on the 26th of March 2020, on day 1 of our lockdown, it was really as a man for my children, my grandchildren, their children. Yeah, if at the end of all of these restrictions and losses of freedoms, if I will feel if the world and the country that my children and grandchildren inherit is less free, is more controlled, and they do not enjoy what I enjoyed, I will feel as a man that I have let them down. My duty of protection to them will be, yeah, that's why, you know, I have started this channel, to speak up. Yeah, I don't want to see, I want to have a free place for my children, my grandchildren and myself to live. And yeah, and I'm not going to kick the can down the street. You know, there's some things that I feel that my parents' generation kicked the can down the street, you know, and didn't take full responsibility for. Maybe the, you know, superannuation pension scheme that is unaffordable for future generations. Also the unaffordable housing, that young people struggle to get into houses nowadays. So I'm really about long-term planning, not passing the buck to the next generation. That is not me as a man on Father's Day, being a father and a grandfather. That is important to me, that I take responsibility. I do the due diligence and do not just believe someone who says on the pension scheme will be good for forever kind of thing. You know, it is not sustainable. You know, housing, I want, you know, these baby boomers, I'm a Generation X guy, baby boomers who are sitting on lots of houses and stuff, would they be prepared to have their house values devalue a little bit? Some of their equity that they have earned for doing nothing, just owning a house? And would they be prepared for their values to value so other people can get into the market rather than sitting on their piles of cash in their houses? So, and I have on Facebook, I have a lot of friends, 500 friends, and I can count on one hand the amount of men that are speaking up at this time, the amount of men who are sharing alternative media posts that go against the narrative. And real talk, it's a little disappointing. It is a little, you know, it's a little, there may be men out there that are thinking the same thing, but maybe they're sitting on their hands, maybe they don't feel they want to speak up, they'll get, you know, get shots fired at them. But we are talking about, you know, our country moving towards more surveilling of the people, taking, you know, cashless society, taking away our freedom with cash. They're looking at bringing in, the government has invested in facial recognition, you know, surveillance, all of this kind of losses of rights, freedoms and liberties. And, you know, and shout out to a lot of my social media people, the woman. There's women out there You know, on the news, it's the woman I'm seeing getting arrested. You know, pregnant woman putting a post up and her man's there filming it. You know, woman getting arrested for refusing to wear masks. Yeah, it's yeah, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. So I just would encourage us as men on Father's Day, you know, to protect, provide, long-term planning. These are things we are good at in general. So shout out to all the men, shout out to all the fathers, and let's check ourselves. Let's have a good look at ourselves and say, what can we do in a positive, peaceful way that makes sure that the future generations enjoy what we have enjoyed, and are better than what we have enjoyed. Because coming in hot, yeah, and I'm on a mountain bike track, and yeah, so our conscience, we need to be, you know, I'm driven by my conscience. You know, I would not have a clear conscience if I was to see all of these holes in this narrative, all of the freedoms and rights, people being locked in their houses, their abilities to work, their businesses trashed on faulty data, faulty facts, you know, flip-flopping all over the place. And yeah, so leave a comment. Yeah, have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith, and have fun. Out.